luxury and necessity. It seems to me that generally people agree on what's luxurious and what is necessary, but sometimes opinions may and do vary. How could they not? People live in different cultures, in different countries, their financial situations can be as different as night and day. People live distinct lives, so it is only natural that some deem certain things as luxury, while the others say that that exact same thing is a necessity, and vice versa. Most people would probably agree that luxury is the opposite of necessity, and even though I would agree up to a certain point as well, I also think that these two things have something in common. Both necessary and luxurious items are nice to have. In my opinion, luxury is something which I do not need to survive, but like having, because it's useful and are fun, and it also must be expensive as well. And necessity is something which I do need to survive, and I like having. To begin with, luxury for me is a sort of thing that doesn't help me live my life, but does help me enjoy it more, at a certain price. First of all, I wouldn't say that an item is luxurious just because it's something which I don't require for my basic needs, or just because it's enjoyable to me, or just because it's expensive. It must be all three of those things, or else it's not a luxury in my eyes. For example, if I owned an elephant, I wouldn't say that it's a luxury, because to me, an elephant is just expensive. I wouldn't enjoy owning an elephant, and it would certainly not make my life better. If I had a car, I wouldn't say that it's a luxury, because I can't drive. I don't have a license, nor do I know how. So, again, it's just expensive to me. Although I completely understand how some would think that it's a luxury for me to have a car. In addition to this, some of the things which I do consider to be luxuries include a computer, going to university, and eating pizza. I consider a computer as a luxury because it's quite expensive for me to have, and it helps me enjoy living a ton more. Same applies to going to university and eating pizza. Even though I got into university without paying a single cent, kind of, I did have to spend my time studying in the past to get good enough grades and to prepare for the final exams of high school. So it cost me quite a bit of time, and at least for now, I regard the university experience as fun enough that I could consider it a luxury. As for eating pizza, I feel like it usually has a lot of fat, which makes me feel guilty for eating it, even though it's delicious. Thus, it seems that luxury for me is expensive and pleasurable ease. Moreover, necessity, in my opinion, is something that is completely vital for my survival, something I can't live without, and something that I find enjoyable. Firstly, it's easy for me to say that, for example, water and air or oxygen are necessary for me to survive. So, obviously, these are a few of the things that I would define as necessities. But then there are such items like a computer. A few moments ago, I claimed that a computer is a luxury for me, but it's not that simple. I use a computer every single day. It's probably fair to say that I live most of my current life through it. So how can I call it a luxury if it's so necessary to me? Well, a computer is only vital because I choose for it to be. I cannot choose to not drink water, or liquids in general. I can't not eat food, or else I die permanently. Whereas if I stop using a computer, maybe I'll die metaphorically or metaphysically or something along those lines. I don't exactly know what those words mean, but eventually I'll find a way to live my life without a computer. People did so 100 years ago and further back, so it's not impossible. Secondly, the item's enjoyability is the second thing that defines a necessity for me. If I don't enjoy it, it's not vital to me. It's as simple as that. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I can't think of anything that I would dislike yet hold as a necessity to me. I love the taste and feel of water. I like the taste of food which I choose to eat. and having a home is amazing. Everything that comes to my mind as a necessity is also enjoyable. Consequently, a necessity to me is a vital part of my life that I can accept as such. In conclusion, it appears to me that my description of what's necessary and what's luxurious doesn't differ that much from what I would consider to be the opinion of the masses. The main extraneous parts probably include my idea that certain items which enable us to live the way that we do are not to be deemed as necessities. And luxury is not something that is only expensive, but also useful and or nice to have.